Hello everyone, my name is Squirrel Bites, and I've been a Pokemon fan for a pretty long while now. I remember being in kindergarten and playing as Pikachu on the playground. And as I got older, me and a dear friend of mine, Snailtooth by the way, I'm so exposing them right now. Snailtooth, specifically Snailtooth, would make Pokemon OCs and essentially just roleplay with them out at recess in 4th grade, 5th grade type beat. Not only did we roleplay out in recess, but I would go over to their house, and she had so many Pokemon stuffed animals. I only had a few, but she had so many. So we would make little characters, and our game was called Poke Plushies, and we would just play with our little Pokemon OCs. But in all honesty, that was the last time I made a Pokemon OC. I hadn't made one ever again. But a user by the name DCChanYT recommended this idea to me on how to make a Pokemon OC. So let's make a Pokemon OC together. So it took me a while to decide which Pokemon to use. Essentially, I wanted this Pokemon OC to work as a Pokemon Sona. Of course, we have my 3 favorite Pokemon. We have Scraggy, Gengar, and Bouffalant, but while they suit me to own as a trainer, I don't think they would suit me to be. So those are scratched off the list. As I looked around at other Pokesonas and got inspired, I came up with this list of Pokemon. Emolga, Dedenne, Raichu, Rockruff, or Sylveon. I did end up eliminating Sylveon because I wanted something brown. I thought that it would look more like me because I have brown hair, and Sylveon is nowhere near brown. But of course, your Sona doesn't have to look like you if you want your Pokemon OC to be a Sona. Whatever you'd like is completely fine. Though I would recommend this method that I'm approaching of making a list and slowly eliminating candidates. I liked Emolga. I think Emolga is really cute and she's a big part of my childhood. But I wasn't sure if I really wanted to be Emolga, and since I didn't have that strong of a connection, I decided to eliminate Emolga. Now, Dedenne was really cute, adorable. I loved Dedenne. I loved Dedenne to death. Dedenne to death. Try saying that 5 times fast. But again, I didn't feel as much of a connection to Dedenne as I did to the other Pokemon, so I eliminated Dedenne as well. Now we have Rockruff and Raichu. I was really interested in Rockruff because Rockruff's a brown canine, and I have a personality similar to a dog's. But as I was comparing Raichu and Rockruff, I just realized that I have a much bigger connection to Raichu than I have to Rockruff. I didn't even use a Rockruff on my team when I played Pokemon Sun, so I thought that since I don't have that big of a connection to Rockruff, I might as well just choose Raichu, because I have a much bigger connection to Raichu than pretty much any other Pokemon on the list. I looked up Pokemon OCs as I was designing this fella. I do not recommend copying it all, that's not what I did, I promise you. I just wanted to see how other people were making their OCs so that I could implement things that they did onto mine. Which is something I recommend, that's completely fine. I noticed that they were making design changes and color alterations to their Pokemon OCs. So I thought, let's just alter his colors a little bit. I think it's a good way to make him unique, but still recognizable as a Raichu. Plus, his colors are a lot more softer now and less intense, which I think would suit his personality. I gave him poofy hair, because I thought it would be cute. Back when I used to make Pokemon OCs all the time, I had a Pikachu named Rodri, and I just gave him, little spikes on his head. Just, if you want to give him hair, give him hair. It's fun, and I think it adds personality. I also gave him a little tuft of hair at the tip of one of his ears. That's inspired by Spiky-Eared Pichu. Spiky-Eared Pichu was a big part of my childhood. I remember that I would go on YouTube and look up Pokemon channel and just watch every Spiky Pichu, oh my god, Spiky Pichu, what? Spiky Pichu short ever. Plus, accessories are cool. A common thing I saw along a lot of Pokemon were little bandanas, which is really cute, I like those. I decided to give Raichu, my glasses. My glasses are circle glasses, and I think they would suit him. Plus, putting them on lopsided on him make him look more silly. I gave him a little heart nose, just to add some personality to him, and I gave him some spots. Now, the reason I gave him spots and a heart nose is mentioned in my How to Make a Persona video. Circles tend to be more friendly character design type things, you know? If you have a friendly character, more circles will show that it's friendly, and if you have an evil character, more spikes will show that it's evil, and so on and so forth. Decided to give him more circles because I want him to be known to the viewer as friendly. I gave him paw pads, specifically because not only I thought that it would just look nicer, I just thought they were cute, to be honest. And I feel like they add personality, I just don't know how to explain why. Like, the yellow paw pads add something to him that Raichu doesn't have. Which is obviously paw pads, but you know what I'm saying. I also gave him green eyes, because my eyes are kind of green. Well, they start green and get brown as you go towards my pupil, but I don't know how to draw that, so I just gave him green eyes. A bit more as to why I chose Raichu. Of course, I thought he was cute, and I thought he suited me, but also is that Pikachu just had a really big place in my childhood. I loved Pikachu to death, in kindergarten all the way to like 6th grade or so. I got my favorite color from Pikachu. I had like Pikachu themed everything. I mean, really, I had Pokemon themed everything because I was hyper fixating on Pokemon from kindergarten to 6th grade. Like, it was a minute. And Rodri was a little Pokemon plushie that I would sleep with every single night. I could not sleep without him. So with all of this about how connected I am to Pikachu, why didn't I choose a Pikachu? Well, from when I was really young, I always had this thought at the back of my head that just thought, man, Raichu gets no love, man. He's always so neglected. And in all honesty, kill me if you must, I think Raichu is so much cuter than Pikachu. Everything I like about Pikachu is bumped up to 1,000,000 with Raichu. Raichu is the best out of the Pikachu line. Kill me if you must, but Raichu's the greatest. Anyways, let's talk about this guy's personality a little bit. My approach to him was just design him first, then decide personality. And a lot of people will say decide personality first and then design, but when I was a kid, that just did not work for me. And to this day, it doesn't work for me. I have to design the character first and then decide the personality based off of the design. But you can do whichever order you'd like. Whatever works best for you is completely fine. This guy is a bubbly, fun-loving, but also really stupid fella. He'll say the wrong thing sometimes, but he really doesn't mean it. He only has the best intentions, but because he's stupid, sometimes he says offensive things. He cannot be left alone. He will find a way to hurt himself. Always by accident, of course, but he's just a special little guy. I named him Riley because I really like Inside Out. I really enjoy the character Riley, and when I watched it years ago, I really found myself relating to the character. Plus, the name is cute, and it starts with an R. So it's like Riley the Raichu. I think that's cute. And there he is. The man himself. The man, the myth, the legend. My very first Pokemon OC in years. I hope that watching me figure out how to make a Pokemon OC helped you figure out how to make a Pokemon OC. But if it didn't, I mean, feel free to leave questions in the comments. I'll try my best to answer. This was fun. It's fun to try new things. Thank you to DC Chan YT for the great idea. See you next week. Goodbye. Love you. Mwah.